Got the top 50 rappers, top 50 all time out of LA, not Cali, LA. We talked about that earlier.
Figure that out.
Number one is no surprise, Kendrick Lamar. I don't agree with that, but whatever. Let's just go through top 10 real quick. Number one, Kendrick Lamar. Snoop Dogg, number two. Ice Cube, number three. Dr. Dre, number four. Tyler, the Creator, number five. DJ Quick, number six. Ice-T, number seven. Be Real, number eight. Eazy-E, number nine. And then Nip is 10. So that's the top 10.
Eazy-E was on there, though.
Yeah. I didn't see him earlier. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not. I think this list is shit.
There's a lot of.
I'm not a fan. I was telling Marcus earlier. I like G Perico. He's number 48. And
that's too low for me.
Yeah, I don't think he should be that low. I think G Perico's putting on for show.
Shout out to G Perico. Listen, not to cut you off. When I was in LA, this guy was driving, and I like to, he was driving. I'm just kind of looking around and things, and man, his promo game out there is insane.
His last tape that he just dropped is crazy.
Well, he not only that, but he's like on that. He's like on that, like he gives you the game. It's not just about his lyrics motivate you. Like I put that on, and I'm like, damn.
Have you heard Street Lights?
And he says it too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. And so I'm like, I really like G Perico, bro, a lot, and I don't think he deserves to be 40. I don't think he deserves to be 48 at all. Like they got.
They got 03 at 30.
Yeah.
They got who at 30?
03, Greedo. Game is
Blueface should not
10,
be
11.
on this list.
Yeah, Blueface is 50.
That's crazy.
Game is 10. Well, I guess we'll go through the whole thing. So the Game is 11. MC8 12. Corrupt 13. Exhibit 14. YG 15. King T 16. Schoolboy Q 17. Sugar Free 18. Dom Kennedy 19. Warren G 20. MC Ren 21.
Below Dom Kennedy. That's
bro.
Crazy.
Earl Sweatshirt 22, Vince Staples 23, Draco the Ruler 24.
Draco the Ruler?
Tyga is 25, dog. I would put G Perico over Tyga, bro. You just said you had never even heard G Perico.
Yes, bro.
Hit the brakes, bro. Chill. Hit the brakes, bro.
Tyga could be in the 30 or in the 40.
Tyga, bro. Right. Yeah, I don't like Tyga. Doja Cat 26, Daz Dillinger 27.
Daz is kind of low.
I'm not hearing someone who needs to be on that list already. Keep going, please.
Yeah, no, most def. Roddy Ricch, number 28. J-Rock, 29. 03, 30. That's Greedo. Yo-Yo, 31. What is this? I don't even know. I don't even know who this is. At 32, AC Alone?
No, I don't know who that is.
AC Alone, yeah.
AC Alone? Okay.
Razcast, 33. Dub C, 34. Mers, 35. Tash, 36. Mac 10, 37. 38 is Cam.
Wow, that's low.
39 is... Fat Lip, shit, I don't know. 40 is Coolio. 41 is The Lady of Rage. 42 is Will.i.am. 43 is Absol. 44 is Everlast. 45 Evidence. 46 is King Crooked, so Crooked Eye. 47 is OGZ.
Crooked is what?
46. Right. 47 is OGZ. 48 G Perico. 49 is Blue, and then 50 is Blueface. This, to me, is a you ever seen that movie with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy, And it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
called
the-
You People. It's called You People.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
yeah,
list
I seen
was
clips of
made
it.
by Jonah Hill's character in that movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dude that.
And they got a podcast and they talk about music on there.
Yes, and they got the culture. They talk about the culture, right? And no disrespect, right? Like, I think we talked about this. The culture's for everybody. I agree. But I think this list seems to have been made by somebody who wanted to seem like they had.
They wanna
like
start some shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit, either that or they. I just feel
Because
like
this is not the first list they have done for a
Fat
top
Lip.
all time.
Fat Lip, the Lady of Rage. You're gonna put the Lady of Rage? I don't even know who that is.
You don't
You
know
don't
who
know
Lady
who
of
Lady of
Rage
Rage
is?
is?
No.
Afro Plug.
Over Crooked. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't want to
She's
hear.
baby. She's
I know who
fucking
that
Baby
is.
D.
I don't want to hear that shit. I
did
want to
not
hear
know
Crooked
that.
Eye.
You
bro.
don't know Baby D.
You don't know
Baby D.
that?
You don't know Baby D.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to hear Crooked Eye, G Perico, even though Jeezy overall that, bro.
I think Absol's. You know, I'm the new head. Like Vinny said, Absol's too low. I feel like
Yeah.
too low. Mac 10 for being one of the goats.
Yeah.
That's a-
Mac 10,
you know what I mean?
Mac 10 is
Okay,
one
so
of the
old
OGs,
school
I just
bro,
can't get
for
over the
sure.
fact that
J Rock.
I'm pissed off.
Dom Kennedy
Listen.
is way too high. I love Dom Kennedy.
What?
Yeah, I feel
But
like
he
Dom
is way
Kennedy
too
way too
high.
high.
Dom Kennedy's not high enough.
Bro, they literally put Dom Kennedy over Warren G. Like, that to me is just disrespectful.
Warren G can go higher. I can give you that. But Dom
Golly.
Kennedy, you cannot say
I'm
that
sorry,
he's too
but
high.
Crooked Eye should be in the top 10.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
Crooked
like,
Eye
why would
kills
you
it,
not
bro.
put him in there?
I don't
Crooked
know
Eye
if
kills
this
it,
counts.
bro.
In my list of LA, he's top 5.
Is there substance behind that? Is they saying impact or what? Is
Nah.
it
Yeah,
basis
what's the
of
criteria?
So that's
So-
the thing is, well, look it up just in case. I didn't see any criteria when I looked at the article.
Oh, okay. Well,
There's no criteria. Just
and Complex likes to do that because they don't have.
they do that. Yes.
This is not the first time they made a top all-time list for things because they even did a lot of controversy when we were in here the last time about the Mount Rushmore for LA.
Right, we
or
had done
not
that
for
too.
LA, but for the
Cali.
West Coast.
Yeah.
So
Yo, that's
So hold up. I'm gonna just quote this. So putting this list together wasn't easy. LA is a transplant town, a city of dreams, which attracts aspiring artists of all kinds. So what qualifies someone as an LA rapper? For this list, it's an artist who creatively came to life in the city and reflects its ethos in their music. And by LA, we mean LA County. That's why some big names didn't make the cut. Tupac might seem like an LA rapper, but he only lived in the city for a couple of months. And although he had some big hits under Death Row's banner, he was a fully formed platinum-selling artist by the time California Love came out. The genius DOC was already making music in Dallas as part of the Fila Fresh crew before he came to LA. Meanwhile, rappers like Exhibit, Corrupt, Lady of Rage all made their names in LA's rap scene, despite the fact they didn't grow up in the city. So, spoiler alert, they are on the list. So we stuck to 3 core principles when sorting out our ranking, which is number 1 is skill as a hip hop artist. So, skill was considered.
okay.
Strength of the catalog, right? Commercial impact and lasting influence, dog. This list is, I mean,
Trash, dude.
even against that, bro. If that's your criteria, skill as a hip hop artist, strength of the catalog, and then commercial impact, lasting influence.
these
Like,
interns
bro,
had a week to put this list together.
yeah, absolutely.
Had an hour to
for
put this
real,
together,
bro.
man.
I mean,
All right,
and then
listen.
hold up. It said by skill, we mean the entire rap package: delivery, presence, pen game, and overall artistry. Since hip hop is an audio medium and we don't have access to notebooks, we didn't penalize rappers who've used ghostwriters. Right. We're also focusing strictly on rappers, so while other artists like Nate Dogg and Ty Dolla Signs are iconic LA artists, they're fundamentally singers, not rappers.
I
I
can't.
can.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
So
Nate Dogg thing because Nate Dogg has a lot of. And what? How did Ice Cube say it? He's like, it must be a single if Nate Dogg's on it.
Right. For real, bro.
yeah, so
Some of the
they
best
already-
songs out of
they
Cali
already have
are,
some holes in that.
yeah.
I'm very upset, bro.
Blueface,
this
I
even
don't
a
think
discussion?
Blueface should be on the
Huh?
list at all.
Should this even be a discussion?
What?
This list because
I mean, yeah, we gotta give it play because listen, bro. Like, I think us having this conversation of artists that should be on there versus not, like, we have to set apart the sharks from the fishes, bro. Why the fuck is Doja Cat in there? No disrespect to Doja Cat.
I said it
Why
earlier.
she in
I
there?
Dog's not even big.
I know, but commercially, she's been
That's
very
all she
successful.
has. Because she's a girl that has
She
nice
rapped a
boobs.
little bit.
Yeah.
She can rap.
Oh, Doja goes, bro.
Delivery.
Nah, she goes. Nah, she could go. But I'm just
Wow.
saying, like,
Oh man,
Throw this out there, bro.
bro. So out of those criteria, the only one you can say that Nipsey had over Exhibit because I said my offense. I don't think Nipsey should be in the top 10.
Kelly,
I think
shut the fuck
I'm
up.
sorry. Exhibit should be in that 10 list right there, and the reason why, because you said his catalog, right? The only thing that Nipsey had over him
Corrupt
was maybe that he was more popular. I'll give it that. Maybe that.
Bro, listen.
But Exhibits has.
If
has
you're
it all,
top
bro.
10, let me just. I'm gonna end this conversation because we pressed up for time. We got about 10, 11 minutes before we get out of here. If you do, I'm setting the tone right fucking now. If you don't have Exhibit, Cube, Crooked,
DJ Quick.
if you don't have those three in your top 10, I'm sorry. Like, we can't even have the conversation. You don't know what LA hip hop is, nor do you know what hip hop is, period. I'm sorry, dog. I'll put Nipsey in there too. I think Nipsey's impact is incredible.
Nipsey in there 'cause I'm a biased person, so.
But I'm just saying, bro, like, Crooked Eye at 42.
Bro,
Obviously, I'm not gonna put him over a lot of those guys, but for me personally, I'm.
I think Nip definitely
Top
10.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Not just because he passed or nothing like that, bro. But his victory lap was his first album. That was
him
his
10
first
years.
album, bro.
Took him 10
That's
years
a
to
bro.
do
That's top to bottom
years?
bangers, bro. That's no
It's a
skips.
classic album, though.
That's no skips, bro.
Timeless.
No
Classic.
skips.
And there's a reason why he
all
did
of
that,
his
too.
mixtapes fire, dog. Fire, and he's talking about something, bro. It's not like it ain't like
$100,
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, real quick, I want to share a story about Nipsey before we jump. What's the last topic, Chris?
The last topic.
Yeah, what's the last thing we got on deck today?
Last thing we got. My bad, bro. I had come up out
you
of
good,
there
you good.
real quick.
So,
It was just music. What we're
our
listening
pick.
to.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool.
What
So
we're
we got a
listening
little bit
to.
of time. So, Kia, I want to share something with you because I was blessed to have quite a bit of interaction with Nip when he was in the flesh.
So jealous.
And I took my wife to a game show. This is when we first got together. We was a young couple, man. She loved the game.
You told me this story before.
Why? Number one, a game should have been in the top 10 as well.
Yeah, that shit's retarded.
Yeah.
I don't fucking understand. So Complex, whoever intern you hired over there, you might gotta get us next time. Like, we will we'll take a month to put a list together that's proper and educates hip hop fans.
Why don't you guys do that?
I'm down to do it.
Hey, hold on, man. Don't let us make a list.
You know what? Though? Hey, we got our own platform here. So
This
we
fool's
can do
gonna be like Kendrick Lamar, number one.
it. Okay, real quick. Before I get, hold on.
Pusha T,
Hold on,
number
wait,
two.
wait,
I
wait.
want to ask you because, hold on, before I talk about the Nip situation. So you said you didn't agree with Kendrick in number one, and that's
No.
cool. Would you put him in the top 10?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. I probably put him in the top 10. Yeah, most def. Yeah, I don't think he's number one though at all.
No, I mean I'm not mad at that.
No, he
I
can't,
mean,
bro. He's a lot of success. He's a great artist. I don't dislike him. I don't think he makes shitty music. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
makes great music.
I just want to pick your brain
if I
because
gotta pick Kendrick Lamar or Drake, I'm gonna listen to Drake, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
there's
but
nothing wrong with that. That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know you ain't gotta tell me,
I love you regardless, bro.
motherfucker. Yeah, bro.
But
anyway,
I was curious because I think in that list, I don't think I would have. Like,
you
in
thought
my,
I was gonna say no, huh? You were like this fucking hating ass, bro.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't think that because you're a reasonable guy.
Yeah.
Me,
You okay?
we,
well,
hey,
somebody-
we've known each
one of
other a
you-
long time, so
Yeah.
we know that there's a level of sincerity there. Like, you're not an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna say Kendrick
Thanks
is
for
not
that.
top 10 worthy. You just don't think
Yeah.
he's number one worthy, and that's cool.
Right. Yeah.
In my opinion, Cube is number one.
Yes,
Like, I'm gonna put Cube number one.
Yeah. I feel
Easy.
I
I
probably
can live
agree.
with that. I can live with that. Snoop Dogg.
Alright.
I think Snoop Dogg's okay.
So, I took my wife to a game show, and at the time, Nipsey was being managed by a great manager named Steve Lobel. Shout out to Steve. He managed Bone Thugs when Bone Thugs at the height of their career. He actually, there's a dope picture of him, Biggie, and Bone Thugs in the studio when they did Notorious Thugs.
Nice. I love that song.
So I knew Steve in and out from Slave. Long story short, I was doing a podcast. This is early. I had my own podcast. This is early. This is probably 2008, 2009. Nah, that's probably 07, 09. And I'm chopping up with Steve. We kind of catching up. He's like, oh, shit, I didn't know you lived out here, whatever. And Nipsey, at the time, he hadn't put out Hustle in the house, but he was starting to bubble a little bit on the mixtape scene. We exchanged numbers. We kicked it. I ended up meeting him. He was in Albuquerque, so we kicked it, rolled up, whatever. And we shared a dope conversation because at the time, this is after Pap left his job deal, and Nipsey would tell us all the time, like, yo, Pap's an influence to me because I've been trying to get this album out. Like, I can't believe he went through this. Like, I'm dealing with the same shit. And, you know, we trying to tell each other, like, a lot of guys in the game connect with each other, and it's kind of like a family. We're like, yo, don't let these motherfuckers knock you off your square. Keep going, find another way. And Nipsey was just always studying. So about a year after that, Slay hits me. And K Slay was on Shape 45 at the time. He used to have these ciphers where he'd bring a bunch of artists up and he would just throw a beat on, and there'd be 5-6 rappers in here and they just start rhyming. Well, the cipher included Kendrick Lamar, Nipsey Hussle, and so Kendrick was named K-Dot at the time, and then it was a guy named J-Rock. Now, J-Rock was being kind of hyped up as the leader of TDE. So Nipsey was still scratching and clawing. And as the years went by, we stayed in contact. He was on my show countless times. I want to bring the archives up so I could show you guys. But we'd have fucking we'd have dope conversations on air, chopping it up. We text each other all the time. And about a month before he passed, bro, maybe 2 months before he passed, we reconnected again because he was we were trying to kind of get in with Rock Nation at the time, where Nipsey dropped his first album. He was getting a really big push for Jay and company. So we were trying to filter some things out for Rim, and we were trying to talk to the guys behind the scenes at Rock Nation. Well, the conversation came up when Nip was like, yo, I want to do a record with Pap. Cool, we have been talking about it for years. Like, all right, cool. Shout out to my dude Lefty, man. They booked the session, and it was supposed to happen the Wednesday after Nipsey passed. Nipsey passed, he gets killed, session never happens. But one thing about Nip is that he was always a student of the game. He always asked questions, but he was always about the culture first. And he wanted his music to be motivation and hustle, but he wanted to have that lasting appeal. And what hurt my heart when Nips passed, no one gave a fuck about Nip before. They didn't support him. They didn't pay $100 for the mixtape. They didn't go out there and stream the music. He had so much label drama that it took him dying for people to become a fan of his. And that hurt me because he was struggling, scratching and crawling just to make a name for himself. And he did. To the real people and the real individuals who follow this shit and love this shit, Nipsey was already a legend when he came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already knew what type of person he was going to be. But he was a kind-hearted cat. He was definitely one of those real individuals who, he loved hip-hop, he loved the culture, but he also was not afraid to say, hey, look, get feedback. Hey, what could I do better? Or, hey, what can I learn from this guy, and having these conversations. And to tie it in with the West Coast list, I just remember at that time, you got to remember, Game came out in 03, 04. He was the West Coast savior. And then as we got into the 2010s, Nipsey was trying to come up. J-Rock was trying to come up. And then all of a sudden, boom, Kendrick came. Kendrick became the leader, right? So everybody has their time to shine. I just wish Nip had his flowers while he was still here. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have to come on my show, bro. At the time when I was doing a podcast, like, we was moving, but we're independent. Like, we're not anybody. But he always showed love to me because he knew what we were doing behind the scenes mattered. And when you have that collective of people, you all try to support each other. You know what I'm saying? And he was just one of those guys, man. I rest in peace to him, man. And we were talking about the Marathon Burger at the top of the show. I love what his brother's doing, and I love how they're keeping the legacy alive because Nip was very impactful to a lot of people. And he, Victory Lap front to back is a classic, bro.
Well, we're about to get a Nipsey and Bino album pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah. Dope. We'll get a Nipsey and Bino album, and we'll get a 5-part documentary on Nipsey.
That's dope. Nah, man. Anything that's got Nip's name attached to it, I think it's always gonna do well because I think his story just needs to be told, right?
Yeah.
And I think when this shit's all said and done, you definitely got to put Nip in that top 10. Just impact alone. I mean, he just did such a. When he was on Earth, when he was doing what he was doing, he was already a legend, bro.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put him at 11.
Nah, fuck you. You ain't got to put him on shit. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Don't be coming up here disrespecting nobody without listening to the fucking album. So next time I ask you something,
Bryce,
He's got,
you
he's
pumped-
got
you
a,
bumped
he's
it, right?
got a beanie on in the summertime, bro. he's got some judgment issues, bro.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
hype
saying?
beast.
Damn, son.
Just kidding.
Oh.
I like you. I like you.
The commission.